What's up YouTube, and welcome back to another episode of It's Food Dude. I know I've kind of been off schedule. I haven't been posting videos like I normally do, like once a week, but I'm trying to get back on it. And in this video I actually made braised short ribs, and I really hope you guys enjoy it because they are melt in your mouth short ribs. They literally fall right off of the bone, and I think you guys will be dying to try this. So let's get started with the video. For this recipe you'll need about 8 short ribs, 24 ounces of beef broth, 1 medium onion, a half a cup of celery, 1 tablespoon of starch, a half a cup of flour, and a teaspoon of rosemary. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is add my flour. I'm going to add a tablespoon of salt, a teaspoon of pepper, and a half a teaspoon of rosemary to a pan. And then we're just going to shake everything up together and mix everything nicely. Okay, so these are what my short ribs look like. I ended up buying 2 packages, and I'm just going to open my package and I'm going to make sure all sides of my short ribs are dredged nicely in the flour mixture we just created. So I'm doing the front, the back, and all the sides, and then I'm just going to move that to another pan, and I'm going to shake off any excess flour. Now I'm going to add about 2 tablespoons of oil in a Dutch oven skillet, and it should sound something like this. So once your pan is nice and hot, make sure to add all of your short ribs and just squeeze everything nicely together so that everything can fit in one pot. So we're just making sure to brown all sides of our short ribs so we can get a nice caramelization on all of our short ribs. So just keep making sure to rotate all of your short ribs so you can still continue to get a nice caramelization and develop a rich, succulent flavor. So once all of your short ribs are done and they're nicely brown on each side, just make sure to remove from the pot, and then we're going to use this fat to saute our vegetables. So all I did was cut my celery and onions into a small dice, and now I'm just going to saute that until it's nicely translucent and soft. After about 5 minutes, your vegetables should be nicely sauteed, and then you can go ahead and add all of your short ribs back to the pan. Once all of your meat is added, go ahead and add the 24 ounces of beef broth and make sure to cover it completely, or almost completely. So once that's all done, just make sure to cover your pot with foil so that we can start the braising effect. You're going to cook these for about 2.5 hours on 300 degrees. We want this really nice and slow. When you're about halfway done with your short ribs, go ahead and kind of rotate the short ribs, making sure all sides of your meat gets nicely engraved in that little juice mixture we made, and just make sure everything is covered, and then put that right back in the oven. So it's been about 2.5 hours, and I don't know if you guys can tell, but like my short ribs are already falling off the bone, so I'm just going to remove all of my short ribs and transfer those to a separate container, and I'm going to work on my mixture for the sauce. So since we don't want our sauce to be greasy, we're going to make sure we remove some of that oil from the top of our sauce. And then with the cornstarch, you're going to want to make a slurry, which would be about a tablespoon of starch and a tablespoon of water. And then once you add your slurry mixture, just make sure to boil it and stir frequently. After a few minutes, you'll notice your sauce get thick, and then you're just going to strain that through a fine mesh strainer or a china cap. And here's our short ribs, and I just pair that with some potatoes and roasted broccolini. I really hope you guys enjoy this video, and thanks for watching. Thanks everybody for watching. If you like this video, give it a fat thumbs up, a juicy thumbs up. You can subscribe to my channel below. You can always comment, and see you guys in the next video. Bye!